A binomial expression is an algebraic expression like this. Let's take, for example, x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 2. So it is just a set of variables and constants in two sets of brackets. And then you are multiplying those two sets of brackets together. So what this means is, what is this side multiplies everything that is this side. Now, how do we expand something like this? Now, to expand something like this, let's start off by taking this x, and multiplying everything that is this side. Let's take that x and let's make it to multiply everything that is that side, which is the x plus 2. And then let's take this 2 and then let's make it multiply everything that is this side as well, which is the x plus 2. And then now let's remove our brackets. So from what we have been doing, we know that this x is going to multiply everything that is inside our brackets. So it means x times x is going to give us x squared. X times 2 is going to give us 2x. Then we can jump on to this side. Then we do the same thing. Let the 2 multiply everything that is inside this bracket. So the 2 multiplied by the x, we get 2x. Then the 2 multiplied by the 2, we get a 4. Then if you have done your expression correctly, if you have expanded it correctly, you are supposed to get 4 terms here. You are supposed to get 4 terms here, as in 1, 2, 3, 4. That is if you have done it correctly. And usually the terms that are in the middle, usually they are like terms. Usually the terms in the middle, usually they are like terms. So it means you have to work out those like terms. Now, our final answer is going to be x squared plus 2x plus 2x gives us 4x, then plus 4. Then that's our final answer. Now, let's do another example. Let's now take 2x minus 1, and let's multiply it by 3x plus 2. Then I said to expand this, it means that everything that is this side multiplies everything that is that side. And now, to do it easily, or to make life easier for us, we take this 2x and multiply it by the 3x plus 2. We take the 2x and multiply it by 3x plus 2. Then from there, we take the negative 1 and multiply it by 3x plus 2. Then after that, we now remove the brackets. And we know that removing the brackets, we know that the 2x here multiplies everything that is this side, which means we now have 2x multiplied by 3x, and that gives us 6x squared, plus 2x multiplied by 2, it gives us 4x. Then we go this side, we have a negative 1 multiplied by 3x, that gives us negative 3x. Then we have a negative 1 multiplying the 2, it gives us a negative 2. Then remember what I said in the previous session. I said, if you have a minus sign here, it is going to change the sign that is inside the brackets. If you have a minus sign outside the bracket, it is going to change the sign inside the brackets. If what is inside the bracket was positive, so it's going to be negative. If what is inside the bracket was negative, it was going to become positive. So that is why we have a minus there. Then, like I said earlier, if you have done it correctly, you are supposed to now have 4 terms. You're supposed to now have 4 terms, as in 1, 2, 3, 4. And I said, usually the 2 terms that are in the middle, usually they are like terms. They are like terms. They have the same variable. So it means you have to work them out. And working them out, we are then going to get 6x squared. 4x minus 3x gives us an x, then minus 2. So that's our final answer. Then let's do another example, which is example number 3. Let's now take 4 minus 5x, and let's multiply it by x plus 2. We do the same thing. The concept is the same. The concept is the same. It's just that we are now dealing with different questions, but the concept is the same. I'm saying we take everything that is this side and we multiply it by everything that is that side. And I said the easier way to do it is to take the 4 and multiply it by x plus 2. Take your 4, multiply it by x plus 2. Then after that, take the negative 5x. Take the negative 5x and multiply it by the x plus 2. Then after doing that, remove the bracket. And removing the brackets, we know that what is outside multiplies everything that is inside. So the 4 multiplies the x, and that gives us 4x. The 4 multiplies the 2, that gives us 8. And then we move on to the other side. The negative 5 multiplies everything that is inside the brackets this side. So negative 5x multiplied by 5, it gives us negative 5x squared. Negative 5x multiplied by 2, it gives us a negative 10. Then we have to work out like terms. So our like terms in this case, it's the 8 and the negative 10. The 8 and the negative 10, because they both don't have variables. So working them out, we now get 4x, 8 minus 10. 8 minus 10, we get a negative 2, then minus 5x squared. And then that's our final answer. Then let's do another example. Example number 4. Example number 4, let's take 2y plus 5, multiply it by 5 plus y. We do the same thing that we have been doing. What is this side multiplies everything that is that side. And to do it the easier way, we take the 2y, multiply it by 5 plus y. We take the 2y, multiply it by 5 plus y. Then from there, we take the 5 and multiply it by 5 plus y as well. Then remove your brackets. And removing our brackets, we know that the 2y multiplies everything that is inside the brackets. So we have 2y times 5, it gives us 10y. 2y times y, it gives us 2y squared. Then we move on to the other side. 5 times 5, it gives us a 25. Then 5 times y, it gives us a 5y. So like I said, if you have done it correctly, we should have 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should have 4 terms. Now, simplify your expression. Work out like terms. So we have like terms here, our 10y and our 5y. So work them out. Work them out. So working them out, we get 10y plus 5y gives us 15y. Then, of course, we now have the 2y squared and the 25. And then our expansion stops there. Then I will now do the last example. The last example, which is 6x minus 1, multiply it by x minus 7. So we do the same thing that we have been doing. What is this side multiplies everything that is that side. And then I'm saying to do it the easier way, take the 6x, multiply it by the x minus 7. Take the 6x, multiply it by the x minus 7. Then from there, take the negative 1 and multiply it by the x minus 7 as well. Then remove the brackets. Now, removing the brackets, the 6x here multiplies everything that is inside the brackets. So it means we have 6x times 6x. It gives us 6x squared. Then 6x times 7. 6x times 7 gives us 42x minus, then we go this side, minus 1 multiplied by x, it gives us negative x. Then negative 1 times negative 7, it gives us a positive 7. Now, work out like terms. So then here are our like terms. So you work them out, and working them out, we get 6x squared. Negative 42x minus x gives us negative 43x plus 7. So that's our final answer.